Alright, am I the only one that felt a certain way about Ashley's husband having that whip? I understand that it was supposed to be playful and she was like Catwoman, but I don't care. I don't care. I still felt a certain way. Let me know what you think. Enjoy the rest of the videos coming up next. Hey everyone, so it's Romie here. Well, technically Raymond, if you're going by the channel, but whatever. So, this is the review for The Real Housewives of Potomac, Season 1, Episode 4. Desperately Seeking Marriage. Oh, poor Katie, poor Katie, poor Katie. But that episode actually starts off with Karen and Gizelle. Karen's going because she wants to, I'm guessing, learn how to fly a plane. But initially, she's gonna go and just fly in the plane, not fly it. And she takes Gizelle, and she's just like, "All right, so this is what I'm gonna do. This is how it's gonna be." There's not much that went on there. Well, actually, it was because they had this weird look initially when they were like, "Oh, so, um, you're a woman and you're in charge of this?" And she was like, "Yeah." And they were like, "Shout out to you! I know that's right." So that was a nice little moment. I'm sure people kind of glanced past that, but I thought that was interesting. Ashley's going to meet up with Katie, and it's funny because the park says no pets allowed. Ashley is popping it around, dotting it around with her little pooch. And so she was like, what type of BS is this? You allow kids but no animals? What are you trying to say? What are you trying to say, Ashley? Stop it. Don't ruffle any more feathers. So yeah, Ashley talks with Katie, and it's just about how I actually met up with the ladies, and it was cool because initially I was a little apprehensive about meeting up with them, but they were all pretty cool. They were receptive. They actually drank the whiskey, which I know was something different for them, and they did everything that I hoped for and more. And I actually talked with Jazelle about, calling me a thought and all of that, and we're cool. We're cool, calm, cool, collected. So I'm happy where things left off. And one thing she did admit, which I respect Ashley for admitting this, but I'm also kind of like, hey, Ashley, no one will have found out. Why did you have to say this type of thing? It was like, it wasn't really needed. Maybe that's how I want to phrase it. But shout out to her for just divulging it anyway. That she did a background check. Well, she Googled all the women. She Googled the women, and she found out that, of course, Katie was with Russell Simmons, and I guess nothing really special about Gizelle popped off that she didn't already know. And the thing was with Robin about the bankruptcy and that they only had $25 in their bank account, and she was just like, I had to figure out why the hell is Robin being so distant from me and just standoffish. It's like, first of all, she doesn't know you, so she doesn't have to go and fake the funk like the rest of these people do in general, not in Potomac, but in general, where it's just like, oh, hey, girl, yeah, oh, I love you. No, that's not how it works in real life. Oh, yeah, remember to click that subscriber button. Yeah, and Katie was just like, oh, my gosh, I can't believe this. And it was like, wait, so this chick did a background check on us? Really? And that was kind of how I was feeling as well. It was kind of like a really moment. But Ashley was saying how she wants some kids of her own. And Katie was like, yeah, 27 was such a good year because I was still out living my life. But by the time I hit 30, I was like, no, I need some children. I need them, and I need them now. No! Yeah, but Katie's girl was not feeling, little baby girl was not feeling Ashley. It was like, no, no, no. But yeah, Sharice invites her friend over, and Sharice was actually originally playing around with her kids. But the interesting thing was that this is where we see the real Sharice come out. And when I say the real Sharice, I mean the Sharice that we were expecting. She just divulges the truth about her situation with her marriage, where she hasn't really been with her husband in a while now, technically 3 years to be exact. And so it's just hard for her, and her friend gives her a hug because she's trying to keep up this image / try to figure out, are they really going to stay together? What's going on in their relationship? The fact that they don't really have a relationship. The kids go off with their father, and that's pretty much it. The kids go off with their father, and that's pretty much it. Nothing else is going on at this point. And it makes her feel a certain way, because it's like, damn, so what's the point of her being there? What's really the point of them staying together? And I do feel bad, but I'm kind of happy, only in the sense that we're finally seeing this side of her, because this is what we were expecting to eventually see, or hoping to see, a real vulnerable, not just from strength and full-on power side. So yeah, Gizelle meets with her ex, Jamal, and, you know, of course, all of her daughters are there. And it was nice, because you can definitely tell that they still have love for each other and they actually like each other. It's just that, will a relationship come out of it? No. Yeah, a relationship will not come out of that ever again. Gizelle is over it. She's, of course, proud that he's standing up for something, because he is a pastor. And he was out there with the whole Black Lives Matter movement. And even his daughters were like, yeah, we saw you on TV and what you were doing. It's like, what were you doing? It's like, you know, talking on TV about the police in Baltimore. He was like, oh, okay. Okay. All right. Good. Good. Don't want any of my scandal stuff coming out. But no. Yeah, so again, it was just nice to see Gizelle having a great relationship with her daughters, and even with her ex, even though nothing's really going to come out of that. Oh, did I forget to mention that Karen actually anointed the plane that she thought she was going to go on with holy water? She was like, yeah, this water has been prayed over, so we're going to anoint it. Yes, we're going to stretch the hands out, Jesus, and anoint this plane. Make sure that we go up and come back down in one piece. Amen, amen, amen. I'm like, I didn't laugh, because that's realistic. Look, I don't know how they do it in other communities, but in the Black community, and if you are religious, you pray over everything, especially over transportation. Anything involving transportation, especially if it's a personal item like a car, you bless that car. You take that car as soon as you can to church. It's not like the pastor's going to come over and bless it himself or herself, but it's just the whole principle of, now your rite of passage is protected by the Lord. You still do a prayer every day, but still. So Karen freaks out, because she's like, wait a minute. The plane from 2000 that I anointed, it's not available? They were like, no, this one's from 2004. She was like, oh, okay, so it's newer. And it was like, yeah, this one has a really strong engine. It's like, all right, here we go. Here we go. I'm ready. We can do this. I got this. I'm already prayed up. And her daughter's just like, I didn't know she was actually going to do this. I didn't know that we were actually going to do this. And she goes up, and I'm like, okay, good for her, because a lot of people wouldn't do that in a small plane like that. So shout out to her. Shout out to her. And, you know, when she comes back down, everyone gives her a hug. So while Katie's gone, she's just speaking with, of course, the nanny. And she's just like, you know, I love the nanny. She's a lesbian, and I just love her energy. I'm like, Katie, is there something that you're not telling us? Is there something you're not telling us, Katie? So, yeah, she brings over, I think it was actually some of her family members to do construction, and she moved into her boyfriend's place, but she officially took it over while he was gone. And she was like, yeah, I need some more space for myself, so we're going to put in a door here, and this is going to be my room. This is his stuff. We can throw it out. Well, not throw it out. We can put it somewhere else. Yeah, that's fine. We can move it somewhere else. Absolutely. And the constructor is just like, oh, so he doesn't know about this? He's like, no, and I need this done before he comes back. He was like, yes, it'll absolutely be done before he comes back, because I don't want to be here when he comes back, because that guy knew better. I would have been the same thing, like, all right, so we're going to finish this in 2 days. We said 4, but no, we're going to be 2 days. We're going to make sure we're gone before he has any time to come back. Katie, you're doing too much. That is not your place. He's not even proposed yet, and you're already moving in. you're moving in and taking over. I do understand the part about the maid, though. The nanny having a place to stay and it being nicer than what it is, an official room. So that was a good look. He can't be mad at that if he agreed to have her in his home as well. So Robin is like, at this point, had to go back to work. Well, she's been working, but really working hard at the PR firm because it's really up to her as well, not just relying on her ex-husband to bring in an income. And her kids are just like, oh, we're having this again? And we know the producers made sure to have that part stay in so that it could kind of play on our whole thing of, ooh, things are so bad, you're repeating food all the time. But come on, when it comes to kids, she could have made that last night and it's like, all right, we're having this again type of thing. So let's stop. And her sons are grown. They are little, but they are already grown. But Sharice, she goes and she's actually going to invite the ladies over. I mean all the ladies. Karen, Gizelle, and Katie. And Gizelle and Katie, they're having fun because they go and pretend that they're not outside. So kind of like the Ding Dong Ditch. So that was cute enough, but they're grown, so they didn't make it too serious because it's like, all right, police say no. And Katie tries to put on Karen's shoe, and that didn't work out too well because Katie's like a size 10, 11, and Karen's what, 8.5 or 7, 8, whatever. But it was nice to see them having fun. And there's definitely something on Sharice's mind. And Jazelle was just like, yeah, so we're going to Ashley's Kitty Bopper thing. And it is called Kitty something. So at first I thought Jazelle was clowning her, but no, it's actually called Kitty something. I'm like, okay, Ashley. Okay, you are young, so you can get away with that for now. And Karen still really likes Ashley because Karen sees a younger version of herself in Ashley. Definitely a diamond in the rough, but she will be shining once that polishing's done. But Katie goes and divulges the fact that Ashley Googled them, and then also talked about the fact that almost kind of mocking Robin's situation, and so that just set Gizelle off. Gizelle was like, you know what? I already had an issue with this chick before, and she's Googling us, and even Karen was like, that's not cool. But Karen also jumped to her defense. Was like, well, this is a new situation for her. She doesn't really get the facts that we don't do those type of things, so I'll give her a pass. And Karen must really like Ashley for her to be giving her all these damn passes, and Giselle's just like, I just want to be done with this chick. Can we just be done with this chick already? But whatever. And Sharice breaks down because this is when we find out she really hasn't been with her husband for the past 3 years. And it's really just been her and the kids. And even then, when her husband comes, it's just like he's there and then he's gone the next day. He takes the kids with him. So she feels really alone. And again, even though I can't feel sad for her only because of the fact that I'm like, finally, we're getting the real from Karen. I mean, from Sharice. So it's like, okay, we get it. We understand this extra persona. It's because of this other stuff that's going on that has you doing this and that. So we get past that, and Ashley is getting ready for her birthday party, and she's going to have painted people, because it's going to be body painters come and paint the models. And Ashley was swooning over the male model. She really was, because it's like, okay, that makes sense since her old man because her old man husband is who he is, and so it must be nice to see someone in that type of shape and age appropriate and with some color to him. But anyway, we'll move past that. Katie welcomes her boyfriend back. Notice how I keep saying boyfriend to make sure she even remembers her boyfriend back. And it's just like, oh, the kids, oh, my little girl. And then she goes, takes him around the house, shows him what she's done. The first place he sees is like, what the hell's this? What the hell is this? And Katie's not slick. She made sure to give the little girl to him so that he would be de-armed. It's like, oh, the family, oh, mwah, mwah, mwah. But, and did you guys notice how it's already started to happen where the nanny, the kids are becoming more attached to Katie, to the nanny than to Katie at this point. And it's like, all right, Katie, make sure you watch that. That could be a problem later on. Make sure you watch that. But anywho, she tries to go and smooth it over by making out with him, and she's not done there because she really has to continue to smooth it over. And it's interesting now because Ashley is getting ready and she's showing her outfit, and they're like, do you think that would be appropriate? And she's like, look, I'm not a nun, so I'm going to wear whatever I want to wear. I'm going to do whatever I want to do. And Gizelle goes and makes sure Robin's good. She makes sure that she fills her girl in on the fact that, you know, this teeny bopper Ashley? Yeah, well, she's telling your business. She's talking about some stuff about you and your husband Juan and your financial difficulties. So watch out for her. Watch out for her. I must say, Katie's party turned out really cool. And even the ladies were impressed. I was like, all right, now this is what we're talking about. Okay, Katie. Okay, Katie. Okay, so we're going to need a credit card on hold. It's like, what? At the bar? It's like, huh? No open bar? No open bar? It's like, yes. Katie, Ashley's not dumb. Ashley is not dumb. She knows you ladies know how to drink, and she does not want to lose all of her money in one night. Stop it. And everyone is actually enjoying the exhibit. They're having a good, especially Katie and her boyfriend. I mean, it was not Smooch City. The whole night, their faces were just like this, and it made everyone uncomfortable because they're just like, what the hell? What the hell did we get ourselves into? It's like, can you get a room? Because this is just gross at this point. Even I was just like, alright, I can only look at this for so much longer. Now, did anyone feel a certain way about Ashley's husband having a whip? I don't understand why no one understood that. Like, I get it. I get it. I really get it that it was supposed to be playful. She was supposed to be like Catwoman. He's supposed to be a tamer, but like, he's white, she's mixed, and I'm sorry, I can't do the whole whip thing. No, that's no. Yeah. So again, the party turned out well, and Robin was just over it because she was like, this little girl, that's how she refers to Ashley, this little girl is talking about me and doesn't even know me. And so then she speaks with Ashley. So it's like, yo, here's the thing. I've been burned by people in the past, and as a result, I'm not just like, oh, I love you, I love you, I love you. No, that's not how I operate. I need to get to know you beforehand. And Ashley's just like, yeah, I completely understand. Anything that I've done in the past until now has never been with malicious intent. So I do apologize if it's coming off as malicious or shady. That's not where I'm coming from. I'm in the situation where I don't know you guys, so I do Google people. I Google people all the time just to get a general background of them aside from what I see. So that's all. And I do apologize if anything that I've done has come off as being shady or potentially being hurtful to you. And so it's like, alright, I'm going to watch this chick, but this is her birthday, so I'm going to let her have this moment. Again, everyone's just commenting on like, what the hell is with this chick? Katie and her boyfriend, they need to get a room. They need to go. This is getting really gross. So, Ashley's husband does right and gets her a white Porsche. And Katie jumps her ass in the Porsche. It's just like, oh yeah. I'm like, Katie, get out of that Porsche. Get out. And Ashley's just like, oh, is this for me? It's like, oh, thank you. And then she drives away. I'm like, wait, so it's a party over? Do your guests just leave? But yeah, that was it. So it was cool. It definitely looks like we're gonna get some more real from Sharice soon. And that's always nice. But please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think of the show, how it's been going. Yeah. Very interesting.